Okay, so let's move on to my second point. Remember, I have earned 6k marks in the previous point and 3 evaluation marks. So that's 9 marks. This is a 40 marker, but I have written out this answer in such a way that I could easily get 18, even 18 marks from this, or easily 16 marks. So this answer applies even if you are doing a 16 marker or an 18 marker. The technique remains the same. Anyway, the second point. Furthermore, okay, this is no evaluation. Going. I'm just developing a second point for the KAA marks. And yep, it's got a diagram. Furthermore, the prices of cocoa could immensely rise as well as due to a low, a good harvest. Sorry, a bad harvest. Okay, so the question I ask you right here, whether likely consequences of fluctuating prices for cocoa producers. And my first point mentioned that price volatility can be devastating, sudden fall in prices. I took the argument of a fall in prices. Okay, now I am looking at the different argument. The same thing, the prices are still fluctuating, but they could even rise now. Prices of cocoa could even rise. This shows that you know fluctuating prices doesn't necessarily mean they're going to fall always. You don't have to be such a pessimist every time. Think about it. They don't necessarily have to fall. Price volatility doesn't mean the prices are necessarily falling. Okay. Furthermore, the price of cocoa could immensely rise as well due to bad harvest. This does not tell you if any consequence. This is the point. Okay. No marker on here. This could lower supply S to S1 and raise the equilibrium price P to P1. There you go. My diagram comes to play. I integrated it into my answer. So this gets me right away 2 easy marks. The diagram, the entire diagram gets me 2 easy marks, 2 diagram marks. And the fact that I integrated into my answer, this shows this, that these are 2 solved marks, alright? And raise the equilibrium price P to P1. Equilibrium price P to P1. Again, I haven't delved into the analysis here yet, anyway, because I'm still just mentioning what could happen if the price. But this doesn't show you the consequences on farmers. It just shows you that the price will rise, sure, but it doesn't tell you the consequences. The total revenue might fall from PEQO to PEQE1. This is what does show you the consequence. Total revenue falls from PEQ1. Again, integrated into my diagram. Total revenue might fall. Obviously, this affects the farmers. There's no doubt about that. Farmers may not be able to invest in their farms anymore due to a lack of money. May not be able to invest due to lack of money, and hence the productivity may fall or remain the same. And the points. This is more of a long-run approach, but it develops on my previous knowledge mark, which I got from the total revenue might fall. This is a knowledge mark. This entire thing is a knowledge. One kid. Knowledge mark. May not be able to invest. Now this is analysis. This is going deep. Again, here I ask myself, so what? Okay, this is not a how or why. The total revenue might fall. I've already explained how. The graph shows it. The farmers may not be able to invest in their farms anymore. This is a so what question. The farmers may not be able to invest in the total revenue might fall. Okay, so what? The farmers may not be able to invest in their farms anymore due to a lack of money, and hence productivity may fall or remain the same. Productivity may fall. Okay, this is an analysis mark. 1A. Also, the farmers may even go out of the cocoa business, and some farmers may be made redundant as the demand for farmers is a derived demand. The unemployment may rise. These are 3 different points. 2 are so calculated that they see myself there. It's a single point. Also, the farmers may even go out of the cocoa business. Some farmers may be made redundant as a demand for farmers. How? Okay, this answers how. How would some farmers might be made redundant because of demand for farmers is a derived demand. Analysis. Right there, analysis. It explains the thinking. Hence, it is analysis. Farmers may even go out of the cocoa business. Redundant. Okay, that's end the knowledge mark. It shows the consequences. The unemployment may rise. Again, redundant unemployment rise is the same thing. So that's one evaluation, sorry, one analysis and one KA. That earns me 2 more marks. 2 KA. So all in all, this entire paragraph gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just like the first paragraph. Though I believe this one is even stronger than that because it incorporates a diagram, and believe me, a diagram is going to help you immensely. Always try to incorporate it as a simple demand and supply diagram. That is all it takes. I'm not talking about externalities diagram or marginal cost, all those diagrams. These are the simplest diagrams, and always incorporate these. 6 KA marks. I start off with the a different argument that the price will also rise, not only fall, but even if the price rise, the farmers are going to reverse all because their total revenue may fall. Although, of course, I will evaluate this later. The issues with this, this argument for this, it may not necessarily happen. Okay, nevertheless, evaluation, right? In I separate it in a different paragraph. Nevertheless, the price elastic demand, yet again, could be the ultimate determinant here, obviously. You see, I'll explain it, right? If the demand for cocoa is inelastic, remember, then a rise in prices may not lower the demand much. Price rise, the demand may not be lower much, hence, rise in prices may not lower the demand much, hence, the quantity they will be selling may not fall by as much, and the total revenue may not suffer that much. That is my argument here, but I'll explain this further. Maybe it might be inelastic. Okay, this is 1 mark. This is one evaluation. One evaluation. Could be even 2, because I've mentioned the price elastic could again be, but that's that isn't developed much. So I just say 1 mark. Let's move on to the last page. And hence, okay, I'm developing it. And hence, total revenues might not fall. Hence, total revenues might not fall. Again, there's the same carryover. Additionally, the farmers may be. Wait a minute. Let me just mark it here. It's one evaluation mark by now. One evaluation mark by now. Okay. Additionally, the farmers may be unemployed, but only in the short run, or until the prices for cocoa are back to normal, or they could switch to other farming such as rubber. Deep point. See why? Additionally, the farmers may be unemployed, but only in the short run. I am arguing here on the short run and the long run distinction. Okay. In evaluation, you can use the short run and long run distinction as much as you like. You can always develop your evaluation points based on the short run and long run distinction. Always try to incorporate this. These are easy marks, okay? Short run, long run, price elasticity demand, price elasticity supply. These points can get you solid evaluation marks, especially short run and long run. It shows you that the candidate doesn't even it's not only looking myopically. She or she is considering the long run as well. Farmers will be unemployed, but only in the short run, or until the prices of cocoa are back to normal. In other words, the short run, or they could switch to other farming such as rubber. So this entire point, okay, that's way too messy. This entire point in the short run, from here to here, gets you 2 evaluation marks. because it shows two scenarios and it shows the long run and the short run distinction, and it analyzes it. I could have just mentioned farmers will be unemployed but only in the short run. I could have just left it off there. That's one mark, okay? It doesn't explain how. Remember, ask us how. Only in short run, or until the cocoa prices or they go switch to other farming such as rubber. Hence, they might not even be unemployed, right? The effects may not be as devastating. They may have, a backup plan. And the magnitude of the fluctuation in pricing matters, as small changes may not have much of an effect. Obviously, magnitude again. This is an evaluation point you can always use, but be wary of this because it is hard to develop the magnitude point. Quite difficult. The most you can develop it is, get 2 marks from this. Personally, this is only worth 1 mark, obviously, but it is 1 mark, and 1 mark means a lot even in evaluation. So 1 mark over there, one evaluation, two evaluation here, one evaluation here. So all in all, this paragraph earns me 4 evaluation marks, right from the end to the start. 4 evaluation marks. 4 evaluation marks here. 3 evaluation marks in my previous evaluation paragraph. So there's 7 evaluation marks and 6 and 6 in my KAA marks. So I end up with 12 KAA, 7 evaluation, 19 total marks. Thus, you can even use this technique for an 18 marker, or perhaps even a 20 marker if you like, but that would be stretching it too much. But for any question where you have to evaluate any essay question, that is, where you have to evaluate and show your knowledge as well, this is the technique you have to use. In the next video, I'll go into another 40 marker to further explain the technique. For now, let's end it here.